might show your age, your skin never will. With Olay, you age less, so you're ageless. Olay, ageless.
Tired of redosing antacids? Try Duo Fusion. New 2-in-1 heartburn relief. The antacid goes to work in seconds, and the acid reducer lasts up to 12 hours. In one chewable tablet. Try new Duo Fusion from the makers of Zantac.
When your pain reliever stops working, your whole day stops.
Excuse me. Try this.
But just one Aleve can last 12 hours. Tylenol and Advil can quit after 6. So live your whole day, not part, with 12-hour Aleve.
Breaking news, flooding and high water turning streets into raging rivers. We're live in Carrollton with the high water. This is the NBC5 radar right now. Total coverage is next on NBC5.
Okay, I'm coming in for a minute. What you doing?
Finally, many little boys dream of becoming firefighters, but for two young friends, that dream actually came true today. They faced huge challenges so early in life, but now, North Ravis is firefighters are proudly welcoming them to their team. NBC's Joe Fryer has their touch.
I have no idea. I don't know what a Gore-Tex coat is.
Lawrence knows superheroes don't have to live in your imagination.
Oh, I thought you put it back there.
After all,
Wait a minute, is it all the way over this way? It's all the way over this way in that closet.
Flames, but a cancer called
Oh, I had not a clue then.
pretty bad, isn't it?
I think so. I mean, he doesn't think he is. He doesn't think he is, but I tell him.
I don't know, but it is a freaking mess out there.
River knows a fellow brave warrior, a 3-year-old boy named Trucker Dukes.
What sound does the ladder make
See
when
here.
it's coming to get out of the way?
Both are staying at the same Ronald McDonald House in New York, battling the same type of cancer. The trucker shares something else with River.
He just loves to be a firefighter. He thinks he is a firefighter.
In fact, he had no trouble forging friendships with the neighborhood firefighters.
It was incredible how we hit it off. He was such a cool little guy.
So today, New York's fire department made it official.
Trucker Dukes and River Lawrence.
Inside a packed auditorium, Trucker and River became honorary firefighters.
Welcome to the FDNY, River.
Yeah.
The department will tell you these boys earned the honor by demonstrating incredible courage. Still, right after the swearing-in ceremony, Trucker went right to work.
Today was only a formality. He's been a part of us since the day I met him.
What the hell?
2 brave boys rewarded by firefighters who don't just
What did I just do, them fucking kings?
They ignite dreams. Joe Fryer, NBC News, New York.
I
That will
just
do it
had
for us on
them.
Tuesday night. I'm Savannah Guthrie. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning on Today.
Well, that's
For all of us
crazy.
at NBC News, thank you for watching. Good night.
That is just nuts.
You're watching NBC5 News at 6.
Right now at 6, pouring rain is already flooding parts of North Texas, and the rest of us are under a flash flood watch.
Here is a live look. This is Granbury, where floodwaters have forced cars off of the road. Streets have turned into rivers in some communities tonight. Good evening. I'm Meredith Land.
I'm Chris Gutierrez. Brian is off tonight. We are on storm watch tonight, and you can see a very active radar here behind us. Take a look at some of the video that you've been sending in to us tonight. This is video from Stephenville. This is down in Erath County, and you can see the cars are making a slow go on this road here.
You don't want to do this. Here is another similar scene. This is Granbury. I mean, it's not a river. I mean, this is a street in Granbury, and this is actually southwest Fort Worth. This image right here where you see that car just stuck in the floodwaters.
We have a team of meteorologists tracking these storms tonight. Let's get right to the chief. David, the rain is still coming down.
It is coming down hard, and some of the worst of it now moving through northeast Dallas County. Earlier, the heavier rains were off to the southwest. Take a look back here over the last hour or two. The main storm, the one that caused all that flooding in Granbury and Stephenville, had been drifting from the west to the east. At the same time, another complex coming out of Hunt County moved the opposite direction. They merged right over northeast Dallas, and we've had an inch and a half.
I got your
to 2 inches of
gloves.
rain there in the last hour. I'm sure there is some ongoing flooding in the Richardson, Garland, Rockwall areas at the present time. Some of
Just
the heaviest
fucking
rain
nuts.
from right around Heath, across Lake Ray Hubbard, up through Rockwall, Saxey, and across 75 near Collin Creek Mall through Plano and back to the northwest
What
around.
the hell?
This is where we saw the heaviest storms earlier in the afternoon, and already some reports 2 to 4 inches out there between Stephenville and Granbury. It hasn't been quite that bad in the Metroplex, but we are not done with the rain either, with more on the flood threat. Let's go to meteorologist with Mitch.
This is a long-lasting event, David. We have a flash flood watch that has been posted. Here it is, Tuesday evening. This flash flood watch goes until Thursday morning. Does include the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. The darker
Daddy,
green
what do you want, baby?
represents flash flood warnings. You see a little yellow
What are you
here
trying
near
to do out
Maynard.
there?
That's a lone severe
Oh.
storm
Go out.
that's in effect.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
rain
my-
chances stay high.
Where are you
First, it's not
going?
gonna rain the whole
Hannah's
time.
been out there.
But
She's
Wednesday
soaking wet.
and Thursday, our
Hannah, now
highest
you're gonna
rain
be sick.
chances, and then they start to decrease.
I'm up
We
here,
have to keep our eye out for more.
I told him don't take
Guys
this
over
off.
here.
All right, Rick, as you and David pointed out, the worst flooding that we've seen tonight has been down in Granbury, that's in Hood County.
And NBC5's Jocelyn Lockwood is live there tonight. What are you seeing, Jocelyn?
Cussing up the storm.
Meredith, it is still raining here. We are still seeing high waters across the city of Granbury. I want you to take a look behind me at this abandoned car in high water here. This is where we actually witnessed a Granbury volunteer fire department truck being pulled from quite a muddy mess along the flooded roadway. We are just off of 377. This was the scene about 30 minutes ago. The driver told me he was in about 2 feet of water. He was coming to check to see if anyone was in this white vehicle.
Are you going
And he
out
just
now?
couldn't see the edge of the road. The truck will have to be towed.
I need to go
It is
out.
brand new. And just down the road, this was the scene along Highway 377. Drivers making their way through high water. Police in town are blocking off various flooded roads. But officials are encouraging people to avoid driving right now. And a note from the Hood County Sheriff's Department about an hour ago said that first responders across the county are spread very, very thin. They are encouraging people to stay home. They say if you have an emergency call, it may take a little bit of time to respond just with all of this weather. For now, we are live in Granbury.
All right, Jocelyn, thank you. Flooded streets are causing a dangerous situation in Collin County as well.
Take a look right here. Some firefighters in Carrollton had to help push this car to safety. NBC5's Meredith Yeomans is live in Carrollton now. What a mess, Meredith.
It certainly has been. The rain is now starting to pick up once again, making a bad situation even worse here in Carrollton. Right now we're at the corner of Rosemont and Walnut. You can see behind me, this road is completely underwater. It's at least 6 inches deep right here, and the surrounding areas around this intersection throughout the whole downtown area, it is just a complete traffic nightmare. Now, we came to this intersection because we heard about reports of drivers pushing their way through this intersection, which certainly has been the case. And there's also cars parked along the curb. They are starting to float a little bit, especially whenever city crews push on through here, and that weight just lifts them all up. But we also found our homeowners stranded. Water is completely surrounding Ruben Rodriguez's home. He can't go anywhere. His cars are just stuck in the driveway, and he says this isn't the first time this has happened.
If that water on the street and Belline stopped, I guarantee this in 5 minutes just blow my house, because you see the water is going from Belline.
And so you're inside your house is okay for now.
It's a little bit water because my house is a Peter Bean. I mean, right now it's like a 5-inch water in there. So, I mean, I'm worried if the water comes more close, it basically flooding my house.
And he's not the only homeowner out here in that kind of situation. Now, while we were talking with Ruben, we also spotted what you're seeing here. A DART bus pulled up to this intersection, stopped, and then continued on, took a right through this intersection, took a very bumpy right-hand turn to get out of the deepest part of this intersection. But in doing so, back out here live, you can see the stop sign is completely knocked over, and there's some pretty deep ruts here at this intersection. We watched it all happen. Like I said, we were just on the porch over here talking with this homeowner as he pulled on through. You got to kind of feel for the people on that bus. But as rain continues to fall, the situation certainly not improving out here in Carrollton. That's where we're live right now. Meredith Yeomans, NBC5.
All right, Meredith, it's a dicey situation on the roads as well.
NBC5 Scott Gordon is out driving tonight. Scott, where are you right now? We know you ran into some serious traffic issues earlier.
That's exactly right, Meredith. We're on Highway 1187 in Mansfield right now. We're actually hit a red light here at Business 287. And you're right, between rush hour and the rain, traffic is a nightmare out here. We've had to take some back roads just to get to where we are right now. We are seeing a lot of flooding along the streets. The Tarrant County Sheriff's Office told us 1187 was closed at Oak Grove Road. That's a spot known for serious flooding issues. But we just passed by there a few minutes ago, and it is now opened again. But still, just getting anywhere is a headache, and as we know, conditions can change very quickly, and the rain, as you can see, is still coming down. Chris, Meredith?
All right, Scott, thank you for that. You know, some of the best images we get during a storm come from you at home. We use the hashtag NBCDFWStorm to see it here. This is just a quick sample of some of the videos and the pictures that came in to our newsroom, like this one right here. Take a look right here. This is a golf course in Granbury, and that's a man kayaking right there, down the golf course there in Granbury. Take a look at some of these other images here. This is from the Hood County News. This is Swiftwater Rescue emergency team getting ready to go help a stranded motorist there. That, too, is in the Granbury area. Even our own Katie Blakey got involved. She grew up in McKinney, and she says that it's raining at her parents' house there in McKinney. They saw 4 inches of rain there. So remember, please keep those videos and those images coming. Use the hashtag NBCDFWStorm.
All right, Chris, thank you. The Dallas loose dog problem is a major complaint for Dallas City Manager A.C. Gonzalez. He announced yesterday he will retire in January. And tonight, other city leaders are making plans about who should take his place. New at 6. NBC5's Ken Caldwell is live at City Hall with this developing story for us. Ken?
People I talk to hope that city leaders can unite around a new manager. Harsh criticism is a factor cited by his supporters as one big reason why A.C. Gonzalez may be retiring. His critics say it was time for him to go.
The problem of loose dogs in Dallas is a huge complaint that peaked with the death of 52-year-old Antoinette Brown in a dog attack this month. But City Manager A.C. Gonzalez also faced a string of audits showing weak attention to detail by staff. Today, another one questioned construction monitoring.
Just document what you're doing so that when we have questions later, you can say, we made these decisions because.
Lee Kleinman was not ready to fire Gonzalez, and Eric Wilson said the manager was making progress.
I would have liked to have gone a little quicker, but those things take time in terms of educating individuals and getting them up to speed.
Yesterday, 64-year-old Gonzalez told us he is ready to get his life back after devoting so much time to City Hall.
It's past time for a change at City Hall, and I'm looking forward to this as an opportunity to bring in an outsider.
The members we met today agree an outsider might bring a fresh perspective, but insiders could be candidates as well.
I'm really a big proponent for someone who understands the importance of the Grow South effort.
I see this as a great opportunity for the mayor and the entire Dallas City Council to come together around a candidate who's from the outside.
I was elected to take crap from people, but the staff was not.
Lee Kleinman says he hopes the critics can put their harsh attacks aside for a while and unite behind a new manager in this time with many big challenges facing City Hall. The mayor says there will be a natural search, but insiders will be included. Reporting live in Dallas, Ken Caldwell, NBC5.
Ken, thank you. Some Arlington cops may have reported that they made traffic stops that never really happened. The department is now taking 15 officers off the streets while it investigates. Those officers are now on administrative leave with pay, but they face some serious allegations that they lied and submitted reports for traffic stops that they never conducted. Meanwhile, the ground is crumbling near several columns beneath the North Texas Highway, and it has some drivers here in North Texas really nervous tonight. A viewer alerted us to a giant gap beneath the base of the Bush Turnpike right before it ends at I-20 in Grand Prairie. Take a look at this video here. Fairly telling, isn't it? Heavy rains have washed away the soil, leaving huge cracks. Some are several feet wide and several feet deep. A North Texas tollway is now telling us that they are aware of the erosion. Some columns were inspected back in April. An NTTA spokesman says it was determined that there was no impact on the structural integrity or the columns of the bridge itself.
Well, tonight in Fort Worth, parents will get a chance to tell the school district what they think about the transgender restroom issue. A public meeting on the transgender guidelines is set to start in less than an hour at Dunbar High School. And NBC5's Julie Fine has a look at what we can expect.
The meeting starts at 7 o'clock tonight. It is the first of 6 public forums on this issue. The Fort Worth School Board announced this series of public hearings last week. We've heard a lot from both sides about